This is Michael Abello.
This is Kevin Cruz. This is the Thought That Counts podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Thought That Counts podcast. We just wanted to say a huge thank you to anybody who's listened to the first episode of this and to anybody that started following us on social media. This is a brand new journey for Kevin and I. We're excited to see where this goes, so we just wanted to say thank you guys so much. We very much appreciate it.
We know that the best way to get our content out is through word of mouth. And where you can find us is you can find us on Instagram at the Thought That Counts podcast. You can also catch us on YouTube. And the two platforms that will be streaming our podcast for all you listeners is Apple and Spotify.
Today we wanted to give you guys the breakdown of our introduction and why we wanted to start the podcast to begin with. Kevin and I originally had this idea to where we can talk about our life, the circumstances that we've been through, the struggles, and kind of share those thoughts with the general public. But then we had the thought that what if we could give back to specifically the younger generation, but mainly anybody overall who's struggling with where they are on their path in life.
Our purpose, in the beginning, it was more just for personal reasons. We thought about it, and what better way to navigate our podcast than to give back. And this is where we started to brainstorm and think of the idea of giving back to those who were struggling. Mainly, what would be the advice or what would be the encouragement that we wish we would have had when we were younger or we were struggling? Whether it be high school, going into college, whether it be college, going into a career field or the workforce, and just overall life.
So moving forward, guys, we're going to bring on a bunch of different guests each week, and they're going to be from very career fields. So it could be from an entrepreneur to a doctor, a salesman, a writer, a technician, and we're going to ask them general questions, but then get into very deep questions as far as how they got to where they got to. Is there any advice that they would give to themselves prior to embarking in that career, how they started, so on and so forth. So that way, anybody that's in high school or a struggling college student can see, maybe, is this what I want to do? And if it's not, you have this broad spectrum to go off of.
I thought it was important that we kind of lay the land of what we're trying to do here. Not just really focus on one specific career, because there's so many options out there in the world. And what we want to do is we want to bring value to our viewers and our listeners who may be struggling in these areas and give them some tools and some advice they wish they would have had when they first started. So how we're going to be able to distribute this is we're going to try to do some video content, a podcast version, and basically just bring content for you guys that you guys can take from and, enjoy. If you have any questions, please feel free to message us through our social media, maybe some ideas that you guys feel you want to see on the podcast, and all of those links will be below. Thank you guys. Let it fly, bro. Just let it fly. We're just talking.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Thought That Counts podcast.
Do it one more time. Sorry, I was wiping my mouth. This is Kevin Cruz.
This is Michael Abello. Oh, shoot. Blooper.